haven't recorded a walk for a while. Just got to the park. Sorry, just getting out of the car. Actually, need poo bags. Get some poo bags. Yeah, I know you're excited. Just wait. I'll lock the car. Oh, wow. Okay. Jeez. So it's been cooped up at home all day. So this is his walk. Sorry. Did you want to see what she was writing? Doesn't normally go up to people, but that was good. She didn't get startled. I don't think he's ever seen anyone sitting and writing in a book, so he went to investigate what was that. Of course. You know, people will say that you're trying to show dominance. All that vigorous kickback. You want the world to know that you've been here, you big bad boy. So when I walk Chopper, I like him to be on a loose leash. I don't like him to be walking right by my side. I don't care what side he walks on. care what direction he goes in. It's his walk. The lead is a seatbelt, keeping him safe, and we have leash laws, so this is not an off-leash area. This is an on-lead area, as the sign states that's coming up. And I'm not interested in getting a fine or being yelled at. We've always got rangers. There you go, there's the sign. And these parks. If I don't want to go in a certain direction, I'll kind of just stop, let him look around. There's people sitting in the picnic area, so I don't want to frighten them. There's a lot of people out today. It's a beautiful day. And he does like to go in the picnic area and sniff out some leftover food. I'm going to go see the ducks in a minute once he gets his nose out of these smells. All right, hero, come on. Let everybody know you were here. There's the ducks in the pond. See what he does. So he wants to go that way, but I want to go this way. I want to see what he's like with the ducks, so I'll just stand here until he turns and looks at the direction that we're heading in, and then he just follows. And there are the ducks. that still that water swooshing sound that sparks his interest. But 6 months ago, a year ago, he would be pulling to try and get into that water to chase the ducks. But yeah, we did a lot of sitting and doing nothing around the ducks and made the ducks not a big deal. Because I didn't want to have to manage and control his reactions to the ducks. I wanted the ducks to become just part of the environment, just part of life. And yeah, I think it shows. He would absolutely love to go in the water, but he's on a lead, and that means he's not free to go for a swim. And he's not even asking, he's not all trying. And I guess this is why I just let him sniff whatever he wants to sniff, mark whatever he wants to mark, because I just don't want his whole life to be under control and management. Like the things that really did count, which was wanting to jump in and chase these birds, he's now accepted that, okay, there's a time and a place. So I'm not forever, trying to control it. Like he could so easily jump in now, and he's just not, or pull to get in there. So I think, I don't know, that relationship where he gets to do some things and there are other things that he can't do. So it's a give and take. Imagine he can't go in the water, he can't sniff, he can't mark, he just has to be in a constant command, a heel or a heel, I guess. I think I'd get a lot of pushback just in general everyday being together. I used to have terrible resource guarding issues with him, and when I think back to why, and it was explained to me by Peter Reeford from Partners in Canine, it's because everything in his life was controlled and managed. So when he did get a resource that was important to him, he'd fight me to, not give it up. So we just don't have that. We just don't have that anymore. He doesn't resource guard anything. And I think it's because he has some kind of, some freedoms. So in his life that he doesn't need to push back, and he's happy to just hang. We're just hanging. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense for me because I lived it. I lived the first few years of his life where all I did was training, a lot of training sessions with group classes, one-on-one at home. I think I went through 5 or 6 different dog trainers, and his whole life was controlled and managed with treats and tools. Play was structured, walks were structured, and it just wasn't enjoyable. It's not what I had envisaged owning a dog would be like. This is what I thought it would be like, just hanging out. Yeah, I'd prefer this. I'd prefer this than a dog that walked in a heel. I've no doubt I could request that he walk in a heel and that he would oblige. But he wouldn't enjoy it. And he would do it because I guess he has to, because he's been asked to or told to. But he won't enjoy it, and then I'm going to have issues popping up somewhere else. Whereas this, he's not pulling. He's free to, go wherever it's safe. They're just, he's doing poo. Hanging out together. Good thing I grabbed the poo bags. So I've got to pick up this poo, and he's just here. He's not trying to keep walking. Where is he? There he is. Waiting for me to do my thing. I don't have to ask him to stay or... anyway. Stop talking because I feel like I'm just rambling. Oh, we're going that way. Can we go this way where the bin is, please? Thanks. So, yeah, I don't think that he needs to be behind me to be in a follower state or in a, like talking about leadership. He's in front of me now. He's not pulling, he's just in front. But I believe that he still cares about where I am and what I'm doing. That if I stop, he just comes back this way. He did get to the end of the lead. I stopped very quietly though. But he didn't try to keep going in the direction that he was wanting to go in. So just because he's out in front of me, does that mean he's not following? Because I'm behind him, does that mean I'm following him? That's what I mean, like, I think too, because I'm talking, I don't know what he thinks, that I'm just talking to myself. Like he's like, oh, she's doing her thing, I'll just do my thing. But I don't know what I'm trying to say with leadership and following. I think that you can be You can be led, you can be a leader, but it doesn't have to be out in front, is what I'm trying to say. I think that the dog will follow you from out in front because of what you bring to the relationship, rather than because he's been told to do so, or because if he gets in trouble, or if there's some kind of punishment for being out in front. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Just let him process. You can smell and see something, sense something. It's been a long time since I've given him commands. So if I shorten this lead, he's on a harness, I don't think that matters. If I shorten this lead, let's have a look. See what he does. He's looking at me like, what? What's the go? But yeah, I can make this look good. I can ask him to HEAL. I haven't said it in 2 years, so I'm not planning on starting now. Set him back. I can move him along from a smell that he wanted to smell. I can make this look really, really good. And that's what harness. I have to put the lead up real short. Anyway, he'll start to recognise that, oh, he's supposed to be walking like structured. That's just not what I want for this boy. I just don't want that life for him. Yeah, I want to give and take. Yeah. I've got some dogs and a bike coming up. He's not that fussed about bikes. He will be fussed about the dog because there's two of them. This guy's. Hello. That was unnecessary. Yeah, you're not going to say hello. So he's looking at me like, can we go back there? He wants to go and smell where they've been. Hi. And yeah, he gave them a reaction, and I truly believe it's because I had him on the short lead. I didn't when I trialed that short lead. I didn't realise hadn't seen them ahead, but I had him on a short lead, and I took away his ability to make a decision. So that's what I got. I got a reaction. But I didn't react to it. We just kept moving. I let him try and work out that nothing was happening, nothing was a threat. We'll just go back to walking the way we have been walking in the last couple of years, and that is to give him some autonomy within reason. Sniffing what he wants to sniff. And marking where he wants to mark. I could have, back there with those two dogs walking past, I could have put him in it. I could have said, leave it. I could have said, God knows all the things that I used to say in the past. It was mainly leave it. It was mainly heel. And we would have walked right past them, and he would have, he would have either copped a correction, or I would have stood in front of him. I would have done whatever I needed to do for him to not react. But that doesn't change how he feels about those dogs. And that's why when I did have him on a short lead, I believe that's why he reacted the way he reacted, because he doesn't react anymore to especially small dogs. He's interested to go and meet them, but most small dogs don't like him approaching, so I'll just veer a bit. But he doesn't lunge, he doesn't react, he certainly doesn't growl, and you heard a growl. But yeah, and I think that's because I was reverted back to that, control and management through the lead. You want to go over there, don't you? Yep. And I don't know if I caught it on camera, but they were very much interested in him. So I'll find out when I watch this back. But they were not ignoring him. If a dog ignores him, he ignores them. But not most dogs. The dogs are social creatures. Most dogs are not ignoring unless they've been, trained to ignore. But most dogs will show some kind of body language like they were, which I'm pretty sure that they were wanting to say hi, and he would have wanted to say hi. The owner didn't look like he'd pulled the leads in, so I said hi to the owner just to let him know, we're good. But yeah, I'll have to watch it back to see if I caught them. But they were very much giving the signals that they're not happy with this big dog approaching. that was the same guy. I didn't see him from behind the bushes. And I had him on a much looser leash. And I think he did way better than the first initial. It's a shame because I would have said, oh, can they say hi? But I think I don't think the owner was keen. But again, I'd have to look back because I'm watching my dog. I think he did veer towards them, but he didn't have a reaction as such. So it'd be interesting to know if it was because the first reaction that he had with them was because he was on a super tight, like this short lead, and pretty much in a heel, even though I didn't ask him to, but he knows, and he's not stupid. He lived most of his life like that. And the second time went a lot smoother because he had some freedom. Don't know, to watch it back to see what they were doing as well. I think they were pretty chill the second time. The owner did move off the path and pull them in again. But anyway, these things happen. In the past, I'd have to have a treat under his nose to get past anybody with a dog. And when that didn't work, with the prong collar on. So it was pretty much strangled to get past the dog. My battery's about to die. Hopefully we can, it'll last another 5 minutes. We'll head into the dog park. We go past a small dog park. No doubt that he's going to have some yappers coming after him. That's generally what happens. There they come. He doesn't care. This way. This way. phone's about to die, so I'm gonna put it away, put the phone away, and head into the dog park. But that's pretty much what our walks look like these days. I mean, yeah, it's just me and him hanging out. He's dragging his feet because he knows he doesn't want to go. We're not going in. I'm just dropping the phone off, bullfed.